Hey guys, Dan for World of Mr. Grey, and I'm back once again with debunking of ghost videos and the paranormal with logic. As always, if you want to go to the first clip, go to this time right here. Apologies for not posting a video last week. I upgraded my PC and I had to wipe all my hard drive, so I had to reinstall all the software I use, and it took longer than I thought. I was going to try and get one out in the weekday, but I couldn't because of work, and now I'm ill. Now I'm ill. I was going to do 2 videos this weekend, but I can only manage one because I'm really ill. It's not the virus, at least I don't think it is. My voice is almost going, but make sure you wash your hands, people. This is only going to be 3 clips. And the first one... Now, a little disclaimer for this first clip. I like Franko TV. I'm subbed to Franko TV. I find his videos entertaining. I also find some suspect edits, Franko TV. If you ever do see this, I like you. But there's a bit of bullshittery in those videos. And this is what I do. I call them out. I'm probably going to get, if any of his fans ever see this video, I'm probably going to get some shit for it. But, you know, as always, this is my opinion. You're allowed your opinion. Opinions are like arseholes. Everyone has one. You know, so this is my opinion. I'm just going to point out some of the stuff I see in these videos. So the first one is... This video, when I first saw it, it did freak me out. I thought it was pretty freaky. I thought it was a bit of bullshit. You know my stance on shadow people. I've said this in previous videos. I think the peekaboo shadows, which you see in a lot of these paranormal videos, ghost videos, I think they're 100% bollocks, if you ask me. I think they're either someone who they don't know is there, is peeking out. In this case, I think they know he's there. Or there's someone who's gone along with the person of the group and they're just going ahead, you know, with a hoodie up or a black cloak or whatever, and they're peeking out looking creepy. You know, that's... I don't believe any shadow person video at all. And I even had a comment on the one I did, the Ghost of Carmel, Maine. I can't remember exactly what they said, but it was along the lines of, oh, I got on my phone. Because it was quite funny. And it was quite ironic. I'm not going to read out the name, but if you want to look it up. And they say, how can you debunk a paranormal incident without ever setting foot inside the home? You just sit there in your armchair. It's not an armchair. And call other people liars. You know nothing about what's going on in Maine. He or she is talking about the Ghost of Carmel, Maine. And you're wrong. You're flat out wrong. So I replied, I mean, you're right. I'm not there. It could be 100% true. But you are not there either. How do you know it's true? Well, that was my reply. You know, you could say I'm wrong all you want. It's an opinion. But to tell me that it's 100% true when you are not even there, how do you know? You just don't. Anyway, I went off on a tangent there. But, right, well, where was I? Franko TV, right, Franko, I like you, but come on now. But anyway, the first video is of the one he's in the mausoleum, and he's walking towards, this is like about half hour into the video. I'll link, obviously, as always, I'll link all the channels here, and the videos if I can find them. But he's walking around the mausoleum, and he points at one, which he went to in the beginning of the video. But he points at one of the... is there a mausoleum or a crypt? I'm not sure. And he sees a figure. Or a head poking out. Now, his light keeps going on and off. And he says in one of his other videos, the reason he does that is because he flicks from like low strength, high beam, low beam. And he's right about that. I got pretty much the same one. You know, so they do flick from low beam to high beam. So that's when you see him flicking back down. And the light going off, dimming. That's what he's doing. But then as he gets closer, you know, the further in the video, it goes closer and closer, and the light keeps dimming. Bear in mind. And he looks in the crypt, and there's no shadow figure. There's no shadow figure. How did that happen? In this first clip from Franko TV, I've added the text where I can see a cut. Now, you could, there's a cut disguised as a light dim, right? His torch going dim. It's disguised as one of those cuts. And the reason why I think that's a cut is because the plant which is by that crypt, it keeps, you know, his light keeps dimming, you know, because he's changing beams. His light keeps dimming. But there's one dim where his torch is on the crypt. The plant is a certain distance from him. He's walking same speed the entire time. And his light goes off, and when the light comes back on, right there, which I hope I've synced this up correctly. It's very subtle, but there is a difference in the time it would have taken him to there and the torch, where the torch is pointing when the light comes back on. And that's a cut. That's an edit. And I've pointed these out. I mean, if you watch it over and over on repeat, and you'll see the edit more and more the more you see it. It's very subtle, and like I said, it's disguised within a light, is torch going dim. So that's one. The second one, this second clip is not really a debunk, it's sort of just a common sense observation. He sees a shadow in the distance and it sort of like sinks into the ground. Well, when you go further into the video, once again, it's like he's got a cloak over it or something. When you go further in the video, there's steps there, so the shadow person or dude in a fucking cloak is going down the steps, and there's many ways you can go left, you can go right, you can keep on going. There's plenty of ways for that guy in the cloak to just bugger off before he gets there. Now, am I saying that there's someone there pranking him? I don't know. Is there someone who goes along with him on these little treks of his? There is. I can't remember his name. I think it's Pyrus or Hyras. Doesn't always go, apparently. But there is someone who goes with him on these little hunts now and then. I mean, it could be him. Again, this is my opinion. I could be completely wrong, but this is my opinion. And the final one, I mean, once again, it's a physical head. It's not like a see-through ghost or apparition. It's someone physically there in a hoodie or a bloody cloak, peeking around the corner. And he doesn't run up to this one. He walks fairly slowly towards it, gives the person time to run away around the corner. I mean, these shadow videos, you never used to see these about 4 or 5 years ago. The odd one or two you'd get. But these sort of became popular in the last couple of years, where there'd be a shadow person peeking out, and then slowly coming back in. You know, they're very popular, these shadow dudes. But I think they're all 100% bullshit. I don't believe them for 1 second. Tell me I'm wrong, I don't care. But I don't believe any shadow dude video. I think they're all bollocks. I think they're definitely a person. Whether the YouTuber or filmmaker knows they're there or they're with them, I don't know. That's up for debate. But I'm telling you, I definitely think they're physically there with a cloak over their heads. I think they're at the bollocks. That's what I think. I'm just saying. And Franko, if you ever get to see this one day, I'm not ragging on you. I do like your channel. Like I said, I'm subbed to you. Don't hate on me too much. I just can't help but point stuff out. That's all I'm saying. Oh God. Anyway, I forgot there's one more. I completely forgot about this one.
Just trying to keep a lookout for bears.
And this next clip.
Back to the old church.
This next clip is when he's gone to an old church. I can't remember the name of the church. And in the church, he sees a black figure in a cloak. Once again, a cloak. Standing in by the pews. Not the pews, but the pews in the church. He goes up against the window. The figure, obviously, has gone out of the way. And then he turns and starts running. Then he starts walking. Now, I instantly saw that was a bit odd when I first saw that. I thought, that's odd. Why would you almost like sort of rush to it and then start walking?
Holy crap.
And once again, there's a cut. There's an edit, which I noticed. And once again, I've put text where I can see the cut. So he's looking through the window with his torch and his camera. Turns rather quickly, and then there's the cut. It's, you know, you can see it's a cut because the torch. Once again, it's not one of his dimming, low beam, high beam thing. It's just boom, gone, and then it's in a different place immediately. Again, it's very subtle, but it's enough to, like I said, these cuts. Like the first shadow thing, the reason it cuts, I didn't explain this, I should have. But the reason it cuts, he's going towards the mausoleum, sees the shadow peek back into the thing, and his light is dimming. And then in the cut, obviously he says, "Quick, run!" Getting his mate to go out, run out of the way so he can go in and show there's nothing there. You know, same thing with this church. The cut is there to allow his mate or someone, whatever, to run out of the church so he can go inside the church and show there's nothing there. I mean, this is simple editing. And if you watch them enough, you can see the cuts and the edits. You can see them. I'm sorry, but you can see them. So yeah, that's that of Franko TV. And for transparency, like I've been meaning to do one of these videos for a while where I show things I can't debunk. And there are definitely ones I can't debunk. I'm not saying they're real because I can't debunk. I'm just saying I can't right now see how they're done. I can give you an opinion on how I think they're done, but I can't prove it. That's what I'm saying. And it's this one. Again, Franko TV. And what are they called? Chimes? Wind chimes? He's going towards somewhere, and one of the crypts, mausoleums. And the wind chimes to the left of him chime a little. And then for the second time, it like chimes quite violently. And I have gone over and over and over this footage in software. I've gone close up. I've messed around with the light, the colour. I can't see how it's done. I can give you an opinion how I think it's done. I think it's a piece of string attached to the back fourth dangly ornament on that wind chime. I can't prove it. I can't see a string. But that's how I think it's done. Because when the first chime chimes, you can see that dust is falling. The light catches dust falling from above. So something's been disturbed up there. So I don't know if it's like a piece of string attached to the branch or something. I don't know. It's very elaborate if it is. But I can't prove it. And like I said, so technically I can't debunk that wind chime one. But I thought I'd show it anyway. Because he does go close up to it in the full video. But I can't debunk that one. So that's that. And that's Franko TV. And like I said, again, I like you, Franko. But come on now. Right, this next one. I've seen this a few times. And this is this very small clip. And it's... I think it was on Reddit. And someone... a guy posted it on Reddit. Said, my brother sent me this from my mother's house. And the light keeps going on and off. And the switches something. So I looked at it, and I've seen this one before. It's pretty good. It's pretty bollocks. I've highlighted where you can see a glint of fishing wire. Now, the reason why the fishing wire is the go-to thing when you want to pull, make a fake ghost video or something. Because fishing wire is so small, it's clear. It's usually clear, fishing wire. And it's very hard to see on video. Even at the high fidelity videos, it's very hard to see fishing wire unless it hits the light at a certain angle or a glint. So I've highlighted in this video, and basically it looks like there's fishing wire attached to the switch. By the way, the light switch, all the times this light goes off, that switch never switches off until the last one. They keep it to the last one just before he knocks the camera off. Because it's probably easy to pull that down than there is to pull that switch up. I'm just saying. But you can see, I've highlighted where you can see the glints of a fishing wire. And it's sort of dangling down. And sort of dangling down towards the light switch. I think that's all there is. It's just There's probably a switch at the other end of the hall. Someone's there, his brother or something, I don't know. Switching on and off. And then for the grand finale, the light switch right by him flicks down. And the shadow on the light switch actually looks a bit longer than the switch should be. I mean, shadows can go long, you know, that is true, but I can see a glint of a fishing wire. And that one is very simple. And that's that one. Right, this next one, I've been asked to look at this guy for a few times. Donnie Drunkard. Brilliant name, by the way. And I love his dog, Terry. I think his dog is awesome. And his house is amazing. I don't know what he does for a living, but fair play, he's got it made. But yeah, he's been posting a few videos lately of things going on in his house. He's a paranormal investigator, an EVP specialist. Can you get them? I don't know. But apparently a ghost came home with him one day after an investigation, and now he sees shadow things around his house and things, you know, his lights move, lights fixtures move, hears things, little bangs here and there, cupboard doors open. All things you can do on your own if you wanted to, just by running and moving them, running back and then start filming. I just heard something. You know, it's very simple to do. But one of them, on this one little clip, I'm going to call the rest of that stuff in his channel bullshit. And this is what I saw on Nuke's top 5. I forgot to say I'm doing this on Nuke's top 5 list, by the way. I forgot to say. But one of the clips, a black mass in the basement shoots from out of the darkness of his hallway. Now I took it. I took it into some editing. If you reverse, like I've done this in previous ones. If you reverse that footage of the black mass coming out of the hallway, it just looks like something's thrown from behind the camera into the dark hallway, and then the footage is reversed to show it coming out of the hallway. It's as simple as that. And you can even see, which I'll try and highlight if I remember, you can even see when in the reversed footage, when it's thrown from behind the camera, the shadow sort of goes, it doesn't go straight across like with force, it's just falling with gravity. And just as it gets into the hallway, it hits the floor. You can't see it hit the floor, but that's what physics implies that does. So, but yeah, that's on that one clip. You see it in another one, he's got it fixed on his living room, and a little shadow thing goes at the corner of the screen. Again, he's just putting his hand across, or like a piece of clothing just over the camera. You can't tell that because it's so quick, it's so fleeting. But that's what I think that is. Now in this one, he's playing the guitar, and the stool in the background swivels. Now I can't see it, but that could be done any number of ways. Like, it could be someone there hiding behind the settee, ducking down anywhere in that room, pulling the string. Or he could just be masking something out, and he's doing it in later footage. When you get a locked off screen, there's a lot you can do with masking out stuff, garbage mats. Like for example, keep an eye on that alien. Ready? See what I mean? So there's a lot you can do with masking out, especially on a fixed camera position. If it's moving, things get a little harder, but when it's fixed, you can do a lot. Very simple. So, I can't prove that one, but that's what I think has happened with there. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, to be honest with you. So yeah, that was a short one. Like I said, apologies, not going to be two this time. I'm going to try and get one out in the week, because I've been ill. And I can't, I'm struggling today. I'm struggling. We're almost on lockdown in the UK. And I gotta go work tomorrow, unfortunately. But yeah, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm full of shit. I'm sure you will. Like I said, keep the suggestions coming. I do read all the comments. I do try and answer as many as I can. And I do take all your videos suggestions on board, as always, and I'm sort of tallying them up ready for another video. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a sub if you're new to the channel. I do these every Sunday. I try to. And yeah, right, I'm going. Right, thanks for watching. Bye for now.